So welcome to our first thoughts on Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yay!
The third game is finally here. A lot of you out there have already got it, you're already playing it. I want to know, what do you guys think of Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Let us know down below. Now we have Miss Kim here that is coming off Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and just recently finished Torna. Yes, Kim really loved Torna.
I love Torna.
Yeah.
I want to have Torna again.
It was that interesting.
I don't know. It was just such a good game.
Yeah, Kim was really into Torna. That was so wild. But you finished it to make way for number 3, and we started to play it last night. We played quite a few hours in. This is no spoilers, by the way.
Yeah.
We're just showing the beginning of the game, not the later stuff or anything like that. No. But we will show a few battles and things like that. So obviously stuff like that.
I think we have to.
We have to, or you know, we're not doing proper service. But what do you think so far? Because we just started playing it. What do you think of the third game?
I think it's a different spin from the first and the second.
Yeah.
We're the bad guys.
It seems like that
because
right now.
Because the megas have the red eyes, and you always know those are the bad guys.
Right.
And so we're on the other side of everything.
Yeah, they kind of switched it up a little bit.
It on us, yeah.
It's funny, at first Kim thought she's like the main character was a girl.
I did.
You're like, oh, so it's this girl main character. That's really cool. And I'm like, no, that's a guy character.
And then started talking like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and my Japanese anime design at times, for sure. And like usual, it starts place with a gigantic battle and just throws you right in.
Yeah.
And it's almost like one of those things, I think they do that to build a great amount of excitement. Just kind of like when Star Wars started for the first time and you're just thrown in as a big explosion, as a Star Destroyer going thing. You're like, whoa, where am I? And I think that's what this gives you, and it starts a really epic game that way. And the game has been getting 10s out of 10s from people. We have not watched any reviews. I've just seen...
No, it's just us right now.
Just seen the scores. They're like through the roof. I mean, it's kind of crazy where Xenoblade started from to where it is now. I mean, now it's a household name and it's a really big event.
I'll always be playing a Xenoblade.
Yeah.
So like a Dragon Quest, I'll always have a Xenoblade under my belt.
Well, you know what's crazy? They say this one is like 5 times bigger, the world map at least, than in 2.
Okay, bye!
Yeah,
see you in December.
and that's the thing. Whenever a big game comes out, I'm always very excited about it, and I can't wait to look at it, play it, and all that.
But be honest.
Yeah, but to be honest, Kim will take it, and she is gone. This is Kim. No, that's it. I mean, because Kim does games, and it's not like the 40-hour affair. It's an 80 to 160 hours Kim puts into these games.
Once I did 200.
Yeah, I know. Well, for sure. I mean, you always put the time in, do all the side quests and all that. And this game looks huge in scope, and just there's so much going on with the story. Like.
With the story itself, the main characters, it seems like they've been bred for battle.
Yeah.
Like they're born just to fight.
Yeah.
And they have a lifespan of 10 years.
Yeah, they're like replicants from Blade Runner or something
which kind
like
of
that.
creeped me out and kind of made me sad. I'm like, oh no, like, we're going to get attached to these characters and that's going to be it.
Yeah.
But I think there's going to be a lot more to the story as to why.
Oh my god, it's
so
gonna
I'm
get
curious
epic.
to know about that.
Yeah, and at first I don't think you're not really attached to the characters. You just consider brand new to you.
Yeah, they're very brand new to me. I mean, I still miss Jin from Torna. I'll always miss Jin.
That's funny. That's funny because it's a whole new cast, and every game is different. There's some things the Titans are the same, and
some of the characters kind of remind you from older characters.
Yeah,
like the girl with the wings, like,
and on the hair, and all that. That's kind of similar. The gameplay is similar. How has combat changed, do you think?
Well, there's no more blades.
Right. Yeah.
So you're back to the combat that you were kind of doing in Xenoblade 1.
Yeah.
I will say it is kind of annoying, the menu system.
Oh, this is the one thing that Kim had a gripe about.
Oh my gosh, it's so far over to the left.
Yeah.
I'm just inch it over to the right because my guy's fighting and the menu screen is on him, which just really annoys me.
Talking about the battle menu screen.
It's
almost near the middle of the screen and in front of your characters. And Kim started pointing it out to me, and now I can't unsee it. And I'm like,
I'm sorry, I ruined that.
No, you didn't ruin it. But it's interesting though. They just kind of moved it over. Now you said that.
Yeah.
And Kim's played so many of these games that she's very particular, and so we brought that up. I'm like, oh yeah, type of thing.
I don't know.
But some things are back to normal that you were very happy about.
The collection points, thank goodness, we can just run up to an orb and collect it instead of digging for it, waiting, and moving forward. But not only these little orbs, you can actually see what they are.
Yeah.
So, which I find is a cute little touch, like a little mushroom or like a little gem or
yeah,
whatever.
just a little different items
little thing
and
makes
all of
it
that.
A little bit more fun.
And another really cool thing is the capsules that are spread all around. Yeah. And what's cool about these is they have rare loot in it.
Yeah, different levels.
Yeah, so you don't know quite what you're gonna get. Obviously, I'm sure later on in the game you're gonna get some stellar ones.
Oh,
you're
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my god. And I like that. That's like a lot of other games, you know, like back into the old Phantasy Star days, getting rare items is so cool and exciting, and I'm glad to see that incorporated into it. And yeah, we didn't know if the auto run is there. We didn't look into that, did we?
It is there.
Oh, it is. You did figure it out later on.
Yeah, last night when I was playing, I'm like, oh, there it is. It wasn't pushing Y because Y brought up the menu system for the quest. It was just pushing your left stick in, and then you would just go. Thank goodness, because these maps are huge. And do you know what's so great about the map? Is that it's blacked out, so you actually have to discover areas rather than it just being filled in and just following wherever.
Right, and that's been always like that in a lot of other RPGs.
Yes, and I like that.
Yeah, no, that makes it more mysterious. You don't know quite what you're walking into.
Yeah, these maps are big.
Yeah, they are. Like the opening level is just this rocky, landscape that goes on for miles, and you're like, whoa. But it's that collectability, going and getting the orbs and things like that.
Makes it worth it.
Yeah, and then getting to random combat is fun, and just building up your characters, and the menu screens are a little bit interesting as well.
Oh yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah, they have a certain coloring for that. Which
very
I thought was,
red.
Yeah, very red, and all that, which I thought was pretty cool. Okay, so we have to talk about graphics for a second.
Definitely.
What do you think about these graphics? Because you played through all of these games. Where does Xenoblade Chronicles 3 lie through the entire series? Is it the best looking game? What do you think?
I think it's really on par with Torna.
Yes.
I got into that. Also because I'm playing on the OLED now, and it just brings up the vibrance of it. I really enjoy it, to be honest, and it's so gorgeous. They've really outdone themselves on this game. For sure, and I think it's the best the Switch can do for graphics. Yeah, for sure. I think they're pushing it, and so yes, I think it's going to look a lot like Torna. Yes. It still looks like a lot like 2. And realistically, but it's interesting with this game because of its darker edge to it. Oh, definitely. It has this really kind of strange darkness to it, which I really, really enjoy. It's a different feeling when I started this game, I will say that. I don't know, it's just darker, yes. Yeah, because all the other games start off kind of in a bright kind of environment, and a little bit uppity, a tiny bit, a bit more of an adventure, where this one's like, no. You're in war, and we are fighters, and that's who we are. And that's all there is. And that's what makes it kind of cool. The music itself is beautiful as always. I love Xenoblade music. Yeah, it's always orchestrated and powerful and really gets you into everything and really pumped up. I mean, I'm still listening to Xenoblade, and I even include the music also in my videos at times because it's so great. Beautiful. And even all that, even from the very first game to now, and all of that. How are the quests in the game? Oh, I've already started. I'm excited to annihilate every single one if I can. Yeah. Yeah, no, the quest is what makes this game too, right? Yeah. Like, it always makes me so excited to feel accomplishment in the game. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I remember the last quest you did was just like all of them. I remember scrolling through the I'm like, what is going on here? This is like, past a joke and all of that. So it's going to be fascinating how long of a game it's going to be. Oh, it's going to be a long game for me. I think December. I haven't seen anybody's review out there, but I mean, anybody who was able to finish that game in the review window, I really, were you able to do that? Seriously? That's crazy. Like, if that's possible, I mean, we've gunned it before with certain games like Tales of Arise and stuff. Oh, yeah. That was absolutely a nutty week and a half. I mean, it was crazy getting through all of that. That was a great game. Yeah, but it's amazing that this game is finally here. It's a household name now. Yeah. Every RPG fan in the world now goes out and buys this game. Definitely. It's like a... Oh, dare I say, it's kind of like a religious-y moment for RPG fans. Yeah, for JRPG fans, for sure, and all that. And we'll come back in time. We'll do some updates on Kim, where she's at, and some games we're playing. Because all my next games I'm playing for probably the next 6 months, we'll be like, Kim, what are you playing? Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That's what it's gonna be. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, I've done this and this, but Kim's just like gonna do this game really hardcore. So we'll do like a big final thoughts on it. That's what makes it a good game. If you can stick to it, it that long and just keep playing.
Yeah, you get your money's worth out of that game,
there's that too.
And that's also another thing. Kim snagged me the special edition of this game because I was trying to get it off Nintendo's website.
Yeah.
And it just crashed on me and burned. And I just said to Kim, listen, I gotta go, because I had to go and do something.
Yeah.
I had to leave the house. I said, just try to refresh for me. But Kim went in, was able to snag a special edition.
Wife point.
Yeah, definitely. When I came in, you're like, oh, I got it. I'm like, what do you mean you got it? You're like, oh, yeah, I got the confirmation email. I'm like, what?
Yes.
Because it was
screenshots of everything.
Yeah, that was from Nintendo's online store, and it was really, everybody was, thousands of people were making that crash, and that was a nightmare day. But really happy to get that, because we have the special editions for 1 and 2, and have to get for 3 because we really like this series, and we finished them all, and they mean something to us for sure. What do you guys think of Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Let us know down below. So anyways, guys, until next time.